happy day 17 of Vlogmas. Now I'm having one of those weird kind of days today that it's like not my regular kind of day. My husband has got a free day today, so I got a free day today. So we did think about going to the German Christmas market. But then we decided that our youngest son is going to be breaking up from school, well, college soon. So we're just going to wait until he's broken up and then we'll go to the German Christmas market. We'll all go together. So that was that. Then we said we was going to go and have a look at another gym because since we changed our gyms and we used to have indoor tennis and now we've only got outdoor tennis. Now my husband, he's carried on playing tennis. Like he's still playing now. He was playing tennis last night while I was in the gym, if you saw that. And but yeah, unfortunately I can't because I really suffer with my hands. So yeah, I just can't, I won't be able to play basically. My hands would just go numb. I'd be in so much pain. So we're looking at somewhere that's not too expensive where I can do a bit of tennis indoors. So we were going to look at that place, but then my husband said he's got a delivery coming, so that's that. So there won't be any time, unfortunately, not unless we get a bit of time later on after getting our son and things like that. So there you go. So I'm going to open the advents. Maybe I'll show you what I bought from the yarn show. Now if you wonder what's going on here, the poinsettia is gone. It wasn't doing very well. It was looking awful. And I don't know if it's just because there's no light in here. So I've put it in the porch just so it can get a little bit of daylight. I'm sure on the instructions it needs a little bit of daylight. And that's where I normally keep them. And I've put one of my handmade quilts here, my lovely Matilda fabrics. You can't get those fabrics now, they're like discontinued, but I really love them. And my husband's got materials that he's had delivered and it looks a bit unsightly, so I've put a quilt over it so it doesn't look too unsightly in my video. And if you wonder why I'm looking a little bit fancy, my hair, my husband dropped our youngest in this morning, so I had a nice shower. I got myself all ready to maybe go to a Christmas market, and then we changed our mind. So, so that's what's happened. So I'll open the advents. I'll show you knitted sweater of the day. I will tell you what I've been getting up to and what I plan, if I've got a plan yet, and I'll show you my gnome knitting. I'm basically up to date with it. Almost, I'll explain why. And if you saw my little intro and you saw I got 2 mince pies, yes, I did eat both mince pies, the little one and the Aldi. And the reason I did that comparison is because I just finished, that was the last of the little one and that was the first of the Aldi box. Now, even though the little one had less calories, the little one only weighed 18 grams and the Aldi one weighed 27 grams. And then the Aldi one, I think I do prefer the Aldi one, maybe because it is bigger. But what it is, I was having mince pies every single day since like early October. And I just thought I'm going to start having the mini ones. It's not as bad. But today I ate 2, so might as well had a big one. But there you go. So anyway, and so should we open some advents first? So I've already eaten my chocolate out of my calendar, my little snowman. It's really very nice. I'm really going to miss having chocolate every single morning. And sweeties. So she want to don't let myself eat sweeties, and I'm having sweeties every day. So this is the doll one. I think it's going to be something for Barbie, feeling that. I've actually made things for these advent calendars and I don't think I've put them in them. So I might, on Christmas Eve, I might have to go and get a few things out that I didn't end up getting together. So the Barbie inspired yarn advent calendar by Dandelion and Dogwood. I'm trying to make it clear actually every time I open one, because sometimes I watch people and because they really rush who it's off, I kind of watching it and think I don't know who it's off. So I want you to know which calendar this is out of. I'm trying to not look at the name of this yarn. These haven't stuck very well actually. Oh my goodness, this has to be the most vibrant one so far. the most vibrant pink. We're getting pink overload now, aren't we? Wow. It's edging on purple, isn't it? I don't know how it looks to you. But yeah, it's definitely edging on purple. It's nice, isn't it? Yeah, you might notice I've been in a t-shirt a little bit more often lately. We've had double figures, the temperatures, like, you know, 10, 11, 12, that kind of thing. So yeah, I've been just about warm enough to come and sit here in a t-shirt some of the days. I absolutely love that. Dandelion and dogwood. I must admit, I have loved every single yarn in this calendar. I really, really have. It was just initially, I was very disappointed to have day after day and not have any pink when I was expecting some pink. But now it's definitely not disappointing, is it? So shall I tell you what it's called? It's called Murderino Barbie. What is Murderino? Is that something I don't know about? Right, I'm going to have to do a bit of research. When I finish this filming, I'm going to look up that. It's spelt like the word murder and Eno attached to it and Barbie. But yes, I don't know. It's obviously something I haven't heard of. It's a bit like the Krampus, isn't it? I hadn't heard of Krampus and now I know loads. Did you look up Krampus? Yes, it's a bit, if you did, yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? So you don't know about it. So here's my Barbie-inspired bag made by Dandelion and Dogwood. I'll pop it in there. It's so fun. Oh, I've put hairspray on my hair and I can taste it. Ugh. It gets down your throat, doesn't it? Right, and now I'm going to open the Sewing Street Sewing Advent Calendar. It's not fabric. Oh, it fell out. It looks like a ring. It is. Huh. It must have some kind of purpose for sewing, unless it's just some funky jewellery. Look, I've got a Christmas ring on today. That was what I got in my advent calendar that I did for myself last year. I think the ends of my Vlogmas videos were a lot nicer maybe last year because I was in my porch, wasn't I, filming all the things in there. So yeah, I'll try and do things a bit better if I can going forward. Sometimes I'm rushing the end bits a little bit at this Vlogmas. Yeah. I wonder if it's like for wrapping something around. Look how, I can't help but think there's a purpose for sewing. I don't know. I might, shall I leave it on? No, I'm going to put it back. I'm going to go on the Sewing Street Facebook group. And actually, Callie, you're watching my videos, aren't you? You've got this calendar. Do you think it's got any other purpose other than just being a ring? Do you think it's got some sewing purpose or something? Yeah, I'm just wondering. I'm intrigued to know. Sweeties. I can see 17 straight away. It's up here. Top shelf. Today we have a joke. When is a boat just like snow? When it's adrift. Refresher. Lovely. I feel like eating this straight away, but it'll cause me way more editing to do while I'm chomping on this. Right, so now we open the doll calendar. Ah, oh lovely. This is one of the more expensive AliExpress Barbie items, and the reason I know this It's because there's more stuff in there. Wow. Well, there isn't any, it doesn't look like there's any shoes actually in this one. So maybe it's not one of the expensive ones. I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just one of the better, less expensive ones. I'll get it out and I'll get a doll in a moment. This is really lovely. It looks very similar to one we've had before. It's really nice actually. If this is an expensive one, then none of them are that expensive anyway. They're all very, very inexpensive. Even the expensive ones were only £3 something, so not much. That's corduroy on the top. And a woven. It's a printed fabric. It's not actually, you know, a proper tartan. In the UK, we call this kind of fabric tartan, but overseas, I think maybe the US, you call it plaid. So that kind of is seeping over here a little bit, the word plaid, but I'd never heard of plaid until more, you know, I was always brought up calling it tartan. That's all I ever knew. So this is a scarf this time, because it's got little pom-poms on the end and a snowflake. And we've got some more reindeer ears. It's very similar to what we got earlier on, isn't it? Right, yeah, I'm going to go and get the Barbie now, actually. And then we'll do, like, the knitted sweater and then my gnome and other things that I'm getting up to. Right, box of Barbies. Let's see, who am I going to pick? Now, the last time we had an outfit like this, I picked a brown-haired Barbie. I picked her. I've got another one of these, look. Let's have a look. I wonder if these would, I don't think these would fit a curvy. They look for very, very slim. Right, this one. She's lovely. She looks kind of East Asian looking, doesn't she? She's a really pretty doll. She's one of these yoga Barbies that's wearing the yoga outfit she came in. I think after Christmas I'll be having to go back watching my video and remember what they were all wearing. Try and get her in there quickly, hide her modesty. I'd love to see how they sew these on the inside of the sleeves, because they don't catch all that much actually, considering the sleeves are very thin and they've got hands that could catch on things. I don't catch on many threads. They've gone on quite easy considering. I don't really like zigzagging the inside of the fabric on sleeves with dolls really, because they're likely to catch their thumbs on it. With the Blythe dolls, with my knitted jumpers that I make for them, I put socks on, because you have to slide them up the body. You can't put them over their heads because obviously their heads are so big. I put socks on their hands so their hands can just slip through. Oh, she looks darling in it. So sweet. She's got no shoes though. That doll that had no shoes the other day, I put some clear shoes on. Do you know that pack that Tracy gave me? I put those on. I did forget about the glitter girl the other day, but sometimes I've got so much to show in a video, I just don't have time. Oh, she looks precious in it. Really nice. There's an East Asian character in the Barbie series, Dreamhouse Adventures. Barbie's Dreamhouse Adventures, and her name's Renee. But Renee is tall. The character is a very tall. She'd need to be a tall East Asian Barbie. I think I do use a tall now, because I try to recreate all the characters, but they're all in the dollhouse. But the dollhouse I can't really get at all that easy, because we're doing renovations. It's kind of just stuffed in a corner, and it's not how it was before. Pop her on there. So what I forgot to show you, oh yeah, sweater of the day. Get the lovely knitting basket. I'm going to get this for you to see, because it's just me getting to enjoy it and you're not. 17. So this is the sweater of the day. They've got the numbers on the front and back. I didn't do them one-sided. There was just no point doing them plain, because basically these are knitted in the round, so you're carrying your floats. If you were doing these seamed, like knitting a front and a back separately, then maybe it wouldn't be worth doing the back. But the way these are, it's worth just doing the back. You could actually do the back like the sleeve pattern, so you've only got the number on one side. You wouldn't have to carry as many across, then do many twists if you did that. But yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? I'll try and make sure I film those at the end as well. Some days I've been doing it and some days I haven't. I wasn't even showing you them at the start of Vlogmas, was I? Right, so I'll just quickly talk about my dress that I'm making for Christmas. Right, I was concerned when I cut out the lining piece, pattern pieces, that it looked very small. So basically I'm being generous with the size. I've cut out a couple higher, and now so basically I had to print out the 38 pages again, and I started sticking them together, but I haven't stuck all of them together. When I'd got what I needed, I stopped. So these are now my new lining bodice pieces. Now if you think this looks rather crazy, this dress, it's going to kind of come up in the middle like this. Well, I've had an idea. If you look at these pattern pieces, the outers, they've got loads of excess fabric that you're going to be cinching in. And because I'm really limited with time, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to use these as my outer and my lining. So as soon as I can, I'm going to get these onto my fabric and do, like, obviously an outer and an inner. So there'll be 4 of these, and this is on the fold, so 2 of these, and make up a bodice. And yeah, so I'll have kind of a hacked fleur dress. I would love to make the fleur as it's supposed to be made, but as it's so many pieces, it's a bit worrying when I haven't made a toile, a practice garment. So this will kind of be like a wearable toile I wear for Christmas Day. Now regarding my husband's shirt, that's not it. It must be in there. I haven't yet been to buy the fabric for it, and I'm really running out of time. So he said to me, don't worry about this shirt. It was just a thought, if you get it done, I don't want you stressing yourself out over it or anything. And I said, well, what it is, I really want to make this shirt for you. And what it is, we celebrate Burns Night. Now, Burns Night is on the 25th of January. So we have decided we are going to go out for Burns Night and go out and have a nice carvery. And I'm going to re-wear my Christmas dress, and he will wear the shirt then. So I've got a whole month to make his shirt. I'll have all of January to make his shirt. So yeah, I feel a little bit better. So I'll definitely bring you, and then obviously I'll be finishing Vlogmas, you know, when Advent is over. And but I promise you, next year, right, I'm not going to leave you as long without any stitch diaries, okay? I know that I left you for months this year, didn't I? I think I went from maybe February to November, you know, but obviously things go a bit quiet in the summer. I was making every day between those months, but I was making things for dolls. I was trying to do my shop and everything and my own personal doll things. I wasn't doing a hell of a lot of things that wasn't for dolls, and I just don't want to bore my viewers that are not into dolls, you see. So that was my issue, but I'll try and mix up my crafts so it's not all dolls, so I can bring you more stitch diary videos with no doll, well, maybe minimal doll stuff, or some a bit of a mixture. Well, if you are into my dolly makes, I do include some of them in my doll unboxings, because I always make something for a new doll. But yeah, maybe I need to do like stitch diaries it depends on how much I've made. Maybe if I've made lots of dolly stuff, I could do a Stitch Diary doll edition and then just Stitch Diaries. Or maybe if I've not made many dolly things, I can just mix up the two. We'll just see how it goes next year. We'll just play it by ear, can't we? But regarding me on a personal level, my husband is now running his own business again. And yeah, he's obviously had to get settled down, but he's going to give me a job. So I don't know when my official starting date is yet, but yeah, we're going to get me set up with all the things on my computer and everything, and I'm going to start doing more and more things for him, and he can start paying me a wage, because my goodness, I need it. so there you go. So yeah, so basically, maybe I need a congratulations, I've got a new job. But how congratulating is it when it's your husband that's giving it to you? Now, I have worked for my husband before, but he laid me off. But it's because he was closing down his business to go and work for somebody else. So it wasn't my fault. But yes, but now he's working for himself again. He's got to the stage he probably could give me some, well, he can give me some work now. And it will actually help him out a lot, because he can concentrate on other things if I'm doing other things for him. So yeah, so I'm quite excited about it actually, because I don't really fancy doing anything else really. I get a bit nervous being in public places on a regular basis. I just find I'm the sort of person that attracts trouble, and if I go to one place on a regular basis and people know I'm going to be there, I just seem to attract, I don't know, I just have trouble basically. I just attract trouble. I'm just one of those kind of people. So I'm safer in my own home basically. I'm happier. I've got anxiety, so working from home is a lot better for me. So anyway, shall we go to my gnome knitting? Right, I've only got a few rows to do to finish the clue, the latest knitting clue. So I've steam blocked my cape. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's a hood, and you put that over the gnome. It's all flat at the moment because I've steam blocked it. I steam blocked my gnome. Now this gnome, right, you don't fill the hat up fully. You just fill a part of it up. So you've got a droopy hat. So obviously it doesn't look like a gnome at the moment because it's got no features, no nose or anything. This is just work in progress. But basically we could be at the stage where this is closed. But I knitted up to the point where you need to put a weight or weighted stuff in it first, then you knit the rest of the rows. But this was yesterday evening. I was watching Emmerdale in the bedroom with my husband. I got to this stage and I didn't want to go off because we were watching Emmerdale late because we'd been to the gym and everything. Oh, did you like the lights on the way home? Yeah, I filmed just one road on the way back home for you to have a look at. Well, I didn't want to run off and I thought I'll just do this tomorrow. So that is where I am at with my gnome. But, right, I've got something to tell you actually. Now, if you are doing this gnome along, right, I have used all the colours you should have done from my own stash. It was like a grey, a bit of a charcoaly sort of grey, a whitish kind of colour, and the purple I've used was going to be red if you'd use the colours that are in the pattern, but you can do whatever you wanted. So the only colour I changed is the purple, and that's just because I bought that purple your West Yorkshire Spinner's Ball for about £10 something for one Blythe cardigan, and I've just ended up having to use it on loads of projects because I need to use it. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just knit this one little cardigan for Blythe and then be lumbered with it. So this has gone in loads of projects. But having said this, what's really lovely about using the same yarn in lots of projects, they all match each other. They've got like a theme going on. So basically this is what I've done. But then I was knitting this, and then on one row I used the wrong colour. It should have either been the purple or the kind of charcoal grey, and I accidentally used the wrong one. So then I thought, well, I'll fix this later on. But then every row you change the colour, it was the opposite one. So I just had to keep doing the opposite to what. So it started off right, and then I was doing the opposite. But when it got to the bit at the bottom, I thought, oh gosh, I really need to, I want to do the colour I'm supposed to. So I did the one row in the purple of the final bit, and then I switched to the colour. So I went back to what I should be doing at the bottom. So if you're knitting this gnome and you think, well, yours looks a tad different, that's why. It reminds me a bit like I've got the Star Wars knitting book, and I'm sure there's something that looks like this in Star Wars. Yeah, it's really, they look like candles almost. Or something TARDIS looking, I don't know, it just reminds me of something else. So I haven't had my clue today, so I don't know if we've got any more knitting. Yesterday wasn't a knitting, it was a bit of story, but I haven't read the story since the first bit. But I've been printing them out, using all my printer ink and paper, printing them out and putting them in a folder. I'm just hoping I've got them all in the right order, so when I read the story, it's in the right order, because there aren't any numbers on the pages, so I just don't know. So I might have to go back onto Ravelry, where I bought the pattern, and look at all the downloads and check I've got the story in the right order. I might even number the pages myself. But Sarah, if you ever watch my video, please, if you do a story in the future, it would be really useful if you've got the time. Please don't worry if you haven't, put in numbers on the story, just so it's a bit easier if we get a bit mixed up as we're printing them out as the month goes on. So, is that everything I need to show you at the moment? Yes, I think it is, because I'm going to be at home a bit. Yeah, I'm not going to show you the yarn. Like, I haven't even opened what I bought from that wool show. Yeah, I'm not going to do it now because my husband is at home and he's not, you know, he's got a day off kind of thing. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the yarn now. And really, if I do anything, I could really do with starting to get this onto fabric, because otherwise I won't even have a dress to wear for Christmas Day dinner if I carry on the way I'm going. So anyway, I'll see you a bit later. Okay, bye. Right, I'm back for a moment. You may hear a bit of noise because my husband's just making his lunch in there and he's got the TV on. But something come through the door and I just want to open it with you, because I know what I was complaining to my husband about. I'd ordered something, it hasn't arrived, and I'm going to need to chase it up. I can't remember the name of the place I ordered it from, but I could figure it out, because I don't, what it is, when on Ravelry, when I bought this gnome pattern, luckily this time there were UK yarn people getting involved in these, and previously there hasn't been. I've tried to get them in America and they've just been too, the postage has been more than the actual yarn itself, so I've just used my own stash. But anyway, this year I've used my own stash, but I could have used somebody that was involved. But this gnome is going to need glasses, and this pack supposedly comes with glasses. So what I thought I'd do is use the glasses from this and use the yarn on another gnome. So you are getting to see some yarn today. I think it's that. It's packaged nicely. Who's it from? It says Nana's Jewels. That's the name of the gnome, Nana. Oh my goodness, I've got a postcard. Oh wow, that is amazing. So they've made this to go with it. It says Nana's visit. Is it perplexed? Nana arrives at the family's empty cottage, ready for her visit to them. The pantry is empty, the house is dark, and Nana will need to find a different way to celebrate the longest night. Buy your knit-along pattern at Imagine Landscapes and have a wonderfully whimsical December. And I ordered this from, I think it was called Unique Yarn. I don't know where they're based, but they're in the UK. That's amazing. Oh, the glasses are sticking here. This is my yarn pack. So if I'd have ordered this ahead of time, this is the colours my gnome would have been in. But there was different choices. I think this is all they had left. I just had what was left, but I really like this. But this will be in another gnome, in a future project, or something else maybe. That's lovely, isn't it? So 100 grams in here. So yeah, they're probably they're 25 each. They must be 25 grams each then. If it says they're 100, it's 4-ply sock merino. Maybe I could have a pair of socks in it. That'd be nice. I should have ordered 2 and had a gnome and matching socks. So here's the glasses. Do they fit Barbie? Should we get this one? Oh, they're a bit big for Barbie. They'd be way too small for Blythe. Like a chicken. Yeah, too big for a chicken. Maybe a wooden man. Right, so this is going to be on my gnome, but I don't know where will the face be? I'm guessing the glasses. Goodness, I'm picking at my stitches. It's going to go there. It's so funny because somebody has put the glasses on their gnome like this in the Ravelry group, and they've used a really dark yarn, so it looks like a dark skinned gnome. But no, what it is normally with the gnomes, you never see their skin. You only ever see their noses, and the noses have always been really pale. I've never seen a dark nose, like a dark skinned gnome. So it looks like a dark skinned gnome. It looked really cool. Right, so I'm glad I've got those glasses, and this was an optional extra, but I don't think you paid any more for it. And it's the gnome pouch. What does it say? Joy to the world. That looks like it's a printable iron-on vinyl, like a t-shirt vinyl. But that's fabulous, isn't it? So I put all my little gnome related things in here. Maybe my needle. I think I'll put my spare needle in here. And the glasses. And maybe even this. I'll keep all my... Do you know if I have to do any limbs now? I can keep them all safe in here, can't I? So anyway, I'm going to go now. I'm going to go and get some lunch, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Right, I am at my sewing machine. Now I've cut out some pieces. It's so exciting. I really hope this fits me. I've cut out a bodice and I've pinned the darts in. I've done another front bodice. These are front bodices, sorry. One for the lining, and I've pinned the darts. And these are all my back pieces. So I've got 4 back pieces, and I've pinned all the darts. So I am about to start sewing darts. However, my husband's delivery has come. It would give us enough time to go and look at that gym, but he's on the phone at the moment. So if he gets off the phone and he says, yes, let's go to the gym, we'll go to the gym to check it out. If it's no, I'll be sewing my darts, but I'm just going to sew them anyway while he's on the phone. So I might have a little bit more to show you of my garment tomorrow. Let's see. So anyway, I'm going to crack on. I'm going to start doing some sewing.
It was the night before Christmas. I was closing down for business in my little present shop, when the bell on the door jingled once more, and then time almost came to a stop. But somehow I knew and maybe so did you, that everything would change from now on. Yes, promise Christmas on, promise Christmas on, promise Christmas on. It's gonna be you and me decorating the tree.
So I have sewn my first dart. Now I've marked it with a disappearing pen. Now I went forward and backwards at this end of the dart, and then when I get to this end of the dart I don't do that. I just sew off the edge, then I basically tie a knot slightly away from the end of the dart. Now this is the back of the garment, but say if this is the front, this would stop you getting Madonna boobs basically. Just go off the edge a bit and sew your knot slightly away. You can trim your threads, but just remember, don't back tack at the end of darts. You just sew a knot away from it.
Yeah.